Guess what time it is? That's right, it is everyone's favorite time. Tier list time. Woo! So, per the usual, per tradition, we are doing NBA City Edition jerseys. And for this one, we are doing the 2021 to 2022 City jerseys. A little disclaimer before we get into these jerseys are, they call them remix jerseys because this was the 75th anniversary of the NBA. And so they're like, for our City jerseys this year, since we get them every year for who knows why, we're going to take different elements of like every jersey they've ever had and just put them together, which as you'll see worked for some, didn't for others. Some people just opted out of having these type of jerseys, which is stupid because they could have really worked. Now, as you can see, I did dress for the occasion. Got my jersey here. Bought this day one when they dropped them because I was not going to miss out this time. Rocking my Pookie Bear, Keldon Johnson.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
But let's just get into it. All right, so we're going to do just kind of the random, I'll grab one and just throw it in there. So we'll start off with sort of good, sort of positive. Brooklyn Nets, I put that in A tier. I kind of like that there, you know. It's not like one of the top tier ones. It's not like one of the best ones, but it works. Yeah, I like it. Of course, you know, you can see the different elements of the throwback, the modern, little this, little of that. It works. I think it works for what it is. They did a good job designing it. Whoever designs it, I don't know. Next, we'll go New Orleans, or Nolans, as some of them call it. You know, I should be able to pronounce it. Not from Louisiana, but, you know, pretty close.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
I'll go B tier for now. It's nothing exciting, you know. It's nothing absolutely riveting that I'm crazy for, you know. The team does not have a lot. It's a newer team, so there's not enough history there to put into this jersey. It's cool they got like the NOLA there. I think that's really cool. I think it works there. But there's not really a lot you can do with it if you're doing like combinations of old and new. You just have new. That's all you really got. Unless you do some of your city jerseys, which I think up to this point they didn't really do much with. So I like it in B. It's safe. Nothing special. Memphis Grizzlies, I will also go B. It's not bad by any means. It's actually a pretty good jersey. It's just I don't know. It doesn't look too special. Like I think the design works. I think the colors work for sure. Yeah, I think it works as a jersey. It's just like they could have this as like a second or third jersey, not a city edition. If you would have, I wish I kind of threw more elements of like the Vancouver Grizzlies in there. I think that could have worked, but I mean that's what you have right now. So it's safe. Which take that as you will. It's nothing too special to me. Moving on to what are we doing? What do we want to do next? The Lakers. I think it's a C tier right now, for now at least. Yeah, I mean, I get what they're going for. I don't hate it. I just don't love it. I think the design kind of works. You got like elements of like that like powder blue, like Jerry West era jersey. Then you got the purple of the modern jerseys. I feel like you could throw gold in there somewhere. Like that Lakers gold. I feel like you could throw that in there somewhere and still make it work. I hate the design. I think it's actually not bad. It's just like the colors and stuff. Throw some gold in there. You can make it work. Bucks. That's a solid A tier for me. These jerseys are solid. These are actually pretty good jerseys. If they want, honestly, if they could have these as like their main jerseys, and I'd be like, it works. I think it works. You know, you got like that like throwback text of like your Kareem days, your Oscar Robertson days. You got the modern like number, like the way the font is for the number. You got that. The colors, you got the purple in there for, you know, whenever they had purple. I don't know, I think everything works here. Like this could just be just a regular Bucks jersey, and I don't think anyone would notice. I don't think anyone would care. Like it works that well. Cavaliers. I'll go C tier right now. I'm not loving these. I kind of see what they're going for. The problem is like Cleveland has never just had great jerseys. Of course, you can take like their black sleeved ones they had at that whenever they had that, but for the most part, they're just not known for, historically at least. They just don't have the best jerseys historically, so it's hard to make like a combination jersey of different elements of your old jerseys into this and make it work. I think you'd have to go strictly modern to get it to work. That's just my 2 cents. But as it stands, it's just Timberwolves. I'm feeling A. These are great. I know I complained about the Lakers colors, so you know, a little hypocritical on my end. But I think if you were to, or if they were to switch up the colors a bit, I think this could work more. Yeah, I think this could work a little bit more. I think it could be S tier if they tweak the colors a little bit. I don't know how, just do it. But for as it stands, I like it. I think it's solid. You know, I know what jerseys they are putting together for this. Actually, one of these jerseys is a City Edition jersey from like the first year that they had them. It works. I like it. Celtics. Oh gosh, a little controversial. I think these are S tier. So they have like this oldies look to it, and of course like at the bottom right corner of the jersey, that's got like all their championships. It looks really good. Like I would definitely own one of these jerseys. It really works here. Like I really like how it looks. Not a whole lot I can say about it. I just know it works for what it is. It works. Toronto Raptors. Easy S tier. I have mentioned this time and time again. I am a sucker for black and gold, white and gold. If it's got any of those, if it's got black or white and gold, I'm in. I'm all in. I don't care. I mean, I do care what it looks like design wise, but for the most part, I'm just in. You know, I've liked most of what Toronto's been doing up to this point, and this solidifies it for me. This helps it a lot. Right, so just look at that. I mean, come on, dude. You got the 90s Raptors logo in there with a modern jersey, I might add. Toronto, like that old Toronto font. I'm not sure what these striped things are, but I think it looks pretty good there. And then the number, the font for the number looks really good too. I do low-key wish I had this jersey, to be honest. Next, I will do the Miami Heat F tier. Easiest F tier I think I've ever done. These jerseys, and I stand by this to this day, are some of the worst I've ever seen. These are the like ransom note looking jerseys. I know some people like these. I am not one of those people. I despise these jerseys. These are terrible. Absolutely disgusting jerseys. Like, God, I get what you're going for. I truly do. But no. This should have stayed like in the archives or something. Just don't ever try this again. Spoiler alert, they did, but these are awful. I'm not. I know for sure I'm not changing my mind on that. Clippers. I think it's a C tier. I give the Clippers a lot of crap. I do give the Clippers a lot of crap for their jerseys, and I have for sure. And I know I gave their like first city ones sort of a low score just because it was just modern, like their current or their jerseys at the time with like San Diego Clippers colors. But this isn't anything special either. These are literally just like San Diego Clippers jerseys, right? Like these aren't special in any way. It's not like they're not even combining modern with the old. It's just San Diego Clippers jerseys. That's our city edition. I don't think it's a bad jersey by any means. It's just like not great for what it's supposed to be. Utah Jazz. I didn't like these before, and I still don't like them. They're going C tier. Yeah, they decided to be one of the teams that didn't do the like remix jerseys. They're like one of two teams that didn't do it, and they should have, because I still hate these. If they were to keep the regular or bring back the original gradient jerseys, perfectly fine. You'd may get B tier at most. But I think if they would have attempted like these remix type jerseys, I think they could have done a fantastic job. I think they have enough to work with. They can make it look really good. But instead they opted for whatever the crap this is. Orlando Magic. I think it's a B. High B.
Hi, B.
Low A, if anything. I like the colors for sure. There is sort of a gradient there, which I do think works. I don't like a lot of gradients, but whatever this is, this attempt at a gradient kind of works because it's like colors. The thing about gradients is, right, if you're going to do a gradient, make it like colors. You can't do a gradient that like polar opposites and try to make it work. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. Because like when the Mavericks did it and they did like black to blue, it wasn't like a black to a navy blue. Weird as it would have looked, could have worked. But they went for like the black and like light blue or whatever they did. Off the top of my head, I can't remember it. Here's a picture of it here. But it didn't work. I hate to cross over leagues here, but the NFL, right? The Atlanta Falcons have gradient jerseys, but it works because it's black gold, to black gradient going into like a dark red, and it looks really good because it works. Because that's how you do a gradient. when the Heat did the last of their like Vice jerseys and it was a pink to blue gradient, it looked terrible because they're two very unlike colors. Yeah, they were like these lighter colors, but it didn't work as far as like blending together. And the gradient was so awful because it was almost just like they put two of them together and they had like this clear, just straight line or whatever, and then just kind of blurred it there. But this is, I hate that I'm ranting about gradients. This gradient does work. I don't necessarily care for the colors, I think, because they didn't do the orange until, I want to say the second or third year, maybe their first, of doing the city jerseys. So there's not really enough, I feel like enough history there to have orange as like the color, like black and orange or charcoal, whatever. Have some blue in there. Throw some blue in there. That is historically what your colors are, is black and blue and white. Detroit Pistons, I'll go B tier for now. It's really pushing C. It's just barely B tier. But as long as I've seen these city jerseys from them, as long as they've been doing city jerseys, they have been historically bad. I've given them so much crap for them because of how bad they've been. This isn't that bad. This is passable. I like the fact that they actually have a red jersey here. Nice they have a red jersey. They had them like in the past. Not sure why they stopped having. They decided to go for gray jerseys as like their tertiary color. And so like having red jerseys and the way the colors are, I think it works here. I'm sure you could have gone like blue outline with like the white number and letters, and it probably would have looked better. But I think what they got going here, it's not bad. I think it works. Especially compared to the ones they had in the past. Upgrade. Chicago. I'm feeling A tier. I almost want to go S tier, almost, but I think this works here. It's very reminiscent of like a classic like 70s 80s type Chicago Bulls jersey. Like it does remind me of like rookie Michael Jordan or like an Artist Gilmore, where they had like the script Chicago and it looked really nice. I kind of wish they would implement that more into their jerseys now. Plus you got like that oldies looking font for the number. I think it works. I do kind of wish it was white. I think the white would have looked a lot better, or even black. Black would look cool too. But red works. The design works. I love it. Phoenix Suns. This is going to be controversial, but I'm going to stick the Valley jerseys in B tier. Yeah, send the hate comments, dislike the video, whatever. Look. Can we talk for a second? This is lazy.
No, this is Patrick.
What they're doing here is lazy. All right, same with Utah. I get it. These are fire jerseys. They worked when they were there. If you wanted to bring them back the next year, totally cool. Valid. These Valley jerseys are really good. But this is the 75th anniversary of the NBA. Everyone's doing remix jerseys. Do that. You've got so much to work with. Like the classic jerseys with like from the Charles Barkley era, or like when Steve Nash was a rookie. Phenomenal jersey. Do something with that. Do something with the Valley. I don't care. Like, you could have done so much with the history of your jerseys, and you chose this. You chose to just keep the Valley because you're lazy. And I guess because you wanted to sell more? I don't know. I get it. They were a big deal. They were one of the best from the prior season. Get something new. Please. Still a great jersey, though. It's like a high B, low A. Warriors, I think Warriors is I'm feeling D on this one. No, I think D tier worked well here because it's not like the worst. I wouldn't put it with like the Heat ones because those are just disgustingly bad. But it's not good. You know, I don't get what they're going for here. Like if these are supposed to be like historical type jerseys of like the history of your jerseys, it doesn't really work. I don't know. I think just where the colors are, the design of it doesn't really work well. I do kind of like the bottom right corner where it has like all your finals wins and how many games you had to win to get there. But as a jersey, what we're going for here, I don't care for it. New York Knicks, it's just a C tier. Not necessarily that it's a bad jersey by any means, because it's not. You know, it's a safe jersey. It's not a bad jersey. It's just boring. You know, there's like not a whole lot of history in this jersey. I will never understand what the NYC behind the Nike swoosh is. Someone please explain that to me because I've done that so many times I don't get it. But as a jersey, it's very plain, you know? It's very like not, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. I think as a jersey it works. Black jersey. I think everyone should have some sort of black jersey because I think it would work with every team. These I'm just not feeling. Portland Trailblazers. It's a B tier, but it's like push and see, right? It's really push and see because the design isn't that great. I feel like they didn't take the best elements of the jersey of like what they were trying to go for. I feel like they didn't take the best elements of it, and it kind of suffered for it, for sure. Yeah, it's not, I mean, again, I think it works for what it is. It doesn't look bad. I think on players it looks a lot better, but not one of the best. It's push and see, but not like C tier material. Next we got the Sacramento Kings. This is a good A tier. Again, we can all laugh about Sacktown all we want. That's totally fine. I understand, but the jersey works. I like the cursive like script font or whatever of the Sacktown mixed with the like modern number font, like the font of the number, and it being on a black jersey. The black jersey really kind of elevates it. It could have worked in purple too. That's the thing. It could work in both colors, but I like it. It's safe, but it is safe for sure. But if it is effective, I think it really works well. San Antonio Spurs, baby. This jersey, easy S tier. Anything Spurs Fiesta related, I'm gonna buy. I'm going to rock that all day, every day till I die. Right? You see this bad boy right here? Get up. See this bad boy right here? Yeah. Go to Jersey. Go to Jersey. Fiesta colors with the classic look of the jersey of the kind of their modern jersey. I love it. It's not my favorite of the Fiesta jerseys. Probably like my third or second favorite, but it is still a favorite. It is phenomenal jersey. I love it. Easy S tier. All there is to it. Atlanta Hawks, it's a good A tier. Yeah, it definitely takes good, like some of the best elements of their jerseys. I don't hate the yellow. Believe it or not, I would, on any other jersey, I would probably just crap on the yellow. But I don't mind it here. They got the cool hawk from like the, was it the 90s? Whenever Mutombo played for them. They got that good, pretty cool Atlanta font there. The number, I think the number is a little high. I think the number is in such an awkward spot and it leaves so much space like in the jersey. Just open, but that's something I can look past because the rest of the jersey works. Denver I think is a B tier. I almost want to put it at A, but I feel like there's just too much going on here. I think there's too much going on in the jersey. It's cool you got like that rainbow element like on the sides for like the old like rainbow jerseys from like the Alex English days. That Denver text, very retro, as well as like this is a very retro looking jersey, but it still is. It seems crowded. It seems like it's just doing too much, and it's cool. Like I don't mind. I think the remix stuff. Again, I love the idea, but you got to kind of keep it not super simple, but not too complex. Not like you don't want to do too much. But unfortunately, that's what this jersey is doing. Is too much. Charlotte Hornets. That's an S tier. This is a great jersey. See, this is how you do a gradient. Look. This is how you do a gradient. This is how you do a gradient. Can we look at that? It's a dark blue going into a lighter blue, or maybe that's purple. I don't know. But the colors are close enough together. The gradient worked, and it's even cooler because they got that like honeycomb design that also fades into just like the pinstripes. Which I mean, there's pinstripes throughout, but the pinstripes on the like lighter blue part of it are more prevalent. They come out more. They pop more with the lighter colors. Then you got that Charlotte, that script Charlotte looking freaking fantastic. It really works here. It looks really good with that cursive. And then like that modernized number, it sort of stands out a bit. Actually, it doesn't stand out a bit at all. It kind of blends in very well. You don't really notice it that much. And everything here just works. Let's go to the Pacers. I think Pacers are an A-tier jersey. Yeah, because you got like that, like the early years of like Reggie Miller, right? When they had that cool text for the Pacers. That you got that being the word for the jersey. This is mostly just older city jerseys they've had, which I got nothing against. It works here. I think they could have done probably a lot more with it. Like you could have added pinstripes in there somewhere, maybe, because they did have pinstripes at some point throughout most of Reggie Miller's career, and that's kind of a very well-known jersey for them. You could have done pinstripes in here. Maybe not do the city edition design, just kind of. Maybe not do like the old city design, just do the pinstripes or something. I don't know. I think it could have worked here somewhere, but it's not bad. OKC, that's C tier. Once again, just another boring jersey. Nothing too exciting going on. You guys remember those blue, those like dark blue OKC jerseys they used to have that they wore the crap out of because people liked them somehow? That's essentially what this is, but then they're like, hey, what if we just made it all white and gray? That's what this is. It doesn't really work. It's very boring. I don't know, there's not a whole, I mean, I think in another life it could look cool. I don't hate the idea of like full white jerseys like this. I just don't think it works for this. I don't think the design fully works here. Because I was never a big fan of I was never really a big fan of that design to begin with. I always thought it was low-key overrated. But other people loved it enough to where they made a city edition jersey to look like it. So, you know, whatever. Houston Rockets, all biases aside, this is actually a pretty good jersey. I'm going to go, well, I hate to say it, I'm going to go S tier. The Spurs fan in me is dying on the inside, and, you know, the Rockets hater inside of me is dying on the inside. But this is a solid, I can't hate it, you know, I got to put my biases to the side. It's a good jersey. Right, so like you have the elements of like the Yao Ming, believe it, you know, I will say it, Charles Barkley, Houston Rockets era with like the dark blue and the pinstripes that aren't really lined up right. You got that text from like the Hakeem days. They made it work here, and it crazy to say it does work here. It's a solid jersey. I want to say they use these like the next year too, but no, it's actually not a bad jersey. Nothing I would wear. This will be the exception of like S tier jerseys, the jerseys I would own. I would never own it, but if I weren't but that's only because I'm a Spurs fan and a Rockets hater. If I didn't mind the Rockets, maybe I would own it, but outside of that, nope. Sixers, that's an A tier. I think it's a solid jersey. It sort of does, in my opinion at least, what Denver wants to do, which is like a throwback looking, kind of a retro looking jersey that has elements of like the 70s, 80s or whatever, mixed with a little bit of modern here or there. But it actually works here because it's not doing too much. It's not, you know, trying to do too much at one time. It just looks like a cool 70s looking jersey, you know? I like it a lot. Dallas Mavericks, it's actually a tough one. I'll go S tier, but it's like a low S tier, high A tier. Because I love the Dallas where like the hat is on the D. Because it sort of reminds me of like the one where like they had the hat on the M. But I like this a lot more than that. That was a decent logo. This works a lot more than that. Plus, you know, you got like mainly the trim on it, like the different, like the sides and sleeves, and then like the collar that they have for their jerseys they have now, but green. They need to incorporate, I think they need to incorporate, and I've always said this, more green into their jerseys now. Bring back the green, put the hat on the logo, and they did it right here. I think it's perfect as a white jersey, because I feel like if it were any other color, like if they made it green, I don't think it would work. If they made it blue, I don't think it would work. It works here. And last but not least, the Washington Wizards. This is an A tier. I could see it being S. It's got the workings of being S, but I kind of want an A tier right now. When I move things around, we'll see where it goes. But it's cool. It really works. This is like an essential. If you were to look at like the essential remix jersey, this would be it. It's easy to see the references. It's easy to follow as far as references sake goes, because you got like the design of the Washington Bullets jerseys, the current design of the Washington Wizards like text, and then you have the font of like the number from like the Gilbert Arenas Wizards era. So it perfectly blends all that together into a great jersey. Now, this is my final list. Didn't move around much this time. I moved the Bucks jersey up to S tier, the OKC jersey down to D tier because it is just not a good jersey. But that Bucks jersey is really freaking good. I really like that Bucks jersey a lot. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I moved. Because everything else is just how I truly feel about this stuff. Like I've said in previous tier list videos, S tier are jerseys that I would for sure own. Like I would love to own any of these jerseys. The exception this time being the Rockets, but that's because of my own personal bias. A tier jerseys are things I could see myself owning. I'm not necessarily like wanting to. You know, it's not something I would go out of my way to get. But if I just happen to have it, I'm cool with it. B tier is like I can take it or leave it. You know, C tier is probably not. And then like D and F tier are just not good. C tier is usually kind of the boring tier. That's usually just like why would you even have that? But yeah, this is my final list. You know, per the usual, let me know down below your thoughts. Do you agree, disagree? What would you change? Yeah, you know, if you guys have any ideas for what you want to see from this channel, by all means, let me know in the comments. I would love to take suggestions. I would love to hear them out. I can't promise I'll do them, but I'll hear them out. But I'll see you in the next video.